Howdy everybody. We're going to do something a little bit different for a few hours here. Something I haven't done in years and years and years. I said I was going to make this YouTube thing take over and tell me what I needed. So we're going to try something. We're going to try to go catch some catfish. Got a little pond down here I've never fished before. Supposed to have catfish in it. Who knows how long it's even been since anybody's been in the place. So we're going to make this a shot. Beautiful afternoon, spend a couple hours, we'll see if we can make something happen. This is Hickbilly Outdoors with D.W. Bird. Stay tuned. Okay, this looks a little scary, but in for a penny, in for a couple pounds. Hope there ain't too many critters in here gonna eat on me. Just what it takes. I think I'm on where some deer have been through here. Always lots of food is back in here anyway. It's nasty. And I did not wear my mountain climbing clothes because it's pretty nice out. So, oh, the thing's down a bunch. Let's see what we got here. Huh. Well, that's obviously rock bottom. Look at that. Well, it's pretty. Well, boy, it's down about 3 foot. We ain't been pretty dry lately. We had pretty good rain last night. Well, I'm going to give it a shot and see if there's any catfish in here. I realize we're going to be looking to the sun here, folks, but it's awful nice, and this is what we're going to do. Really surprised at the rock in this thing. It's solid rock everywhere, big old rock. Make a good bass pond. I don't know if there's any bass in here or not. The guy that built it years ago, built 2 ponds here. There's another one just 150 yards away. It's supposed to be just catfishing. Probably brim, sunfish. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm not a catfisherman. It's been years. Of course, I've caught my share of catfish. So what I've done is I've got 2 rods and reels. I've got this 10-pound test line, I think, on both of them. If you can see that little treble hook, and about 18 inches below it, I got an 1/8 ounce weight below the hook. That's my little thing I do. The idea there is that a catfish is not going to feel the weight if he tries to eat the bait. So, I'm such a big time catfisherman that I bought a bag of prepared bait, King Cat chicken blood, at the Walmart. Boy, it stinks good. I just didn't have time to do a lot of prep for this. I've been thinking about it, but not thinking hard enough, apparently. This is more like a blood bait, I guess. It's a stink bait, which ought to work. I'm going to format that hook like you're supposed to. Get it packed in there pretty good on a size 6 treble hook. See how that works. Again, guys, I know I haven't done this in forever. The 80s, I catfished some. I single and sometimes ate them to save on the food money, of course. And early 2000s, we took a night trip on Lake of the Ozarks out of the bass boat. We caught some catfish, fishing big old brim. So I'm not going to throw this out very far. It's fall, it's cool water. There's no reason for fish to be very deep. Give it a little lob out there. I mean, it's probably in 2 foot of water, maybe. I don't know. I'm just going to lay that down. On the good days, you don't have to wait on them, right? line slightly tightened up just so it's hanging there. I've too many times over the years the thing took off and jumped on me right away, which it would be great. It's 1 something in the afternoon, which is not the best time to catfish. But I don't need no excuses. I can not catch catfish just because I can't catch them. It's such a pretty day. We had a front blowing through last night. It's not quite all the way through yet, but the rain's gone. And there's a bite right there. Look at that, guys. That is for real the way things work. I just did that. Can you believe that? I don't know where the drag's sitting this thing. I'm letting him have line. I didn't check the drag first. Can you believe that? Look at that. And so I am a catfisherman. Don't jack with me. Oh my gosh. I really don't know. Yeah, drag doesn't have to be that loose. I should check that drag first thing. Amateur mistake. Boy, he is pulling. Oh, he's like a good sized one. What'd that take? A minute? Isn't that cool? Well, obviously there's catfish in the pond. Oh my gosh. And it's just basic fishing. Yeah, I'm a bass fisherman first and foremost. Always will be. Look at that. He still don't want to give up. He's going to have to give up. Look at that. And what we have right there is, boy, he's starving to death, little cat. About a 2.5, 3 pound channel cat talking to me. Look at that. Talk to me, baby. So I brought the most basic things. The first thing catfishing, basic, is a pair of needle nose, right? Now, guys, I did not come to keep fish to eat today. I'm going to turn them loose. Look at that. That's a dandy. That'd be some good eating. I may have to do that one of these days. Okay, next project. I can't believe that. Wow. What do you do, guys? I love to fish. And the most simplest of fishing is what we all ought to go back to, I guess is my point. The bait worked. So I am not going to rig it to the rod. I don't know what to say, guys. That just... Oh. I guess I'd say when you're good, you're good. I'm going to say when I'm lucky, I'm lucky. I'm going to get this thing set up. We'll do that again maybe. So, now that I've shown I know a little bit about this, guys, it's just fishing. And you need to be decent. A good fisherman can catch anything. I think I can go catch a trout on a fly rod. I haven't done that for, oh my gosh, longer it's been since I've been catfishing. But I'm going to show you real quick. I've got just a little bit, them baits come in chunk. I use a half a chunk. Formed real good on that treble hook. Again, about 18 inches to an 1/8 ounce sinker. The reason being, that puts that bait above the sinker. He don't feel that weight, especially when they're tricky biters they've been fished for. And you also don't twist up the line quite so bad that way. Plus, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out and try to get interrupted. But the other deal about that is, catfish are notorious bottom feeders, but that's not really all that true. They, I don't even want to set that thing down. Catfish, there's one bit it right there. I bet you he felt me, and that's the end of that. Already got a bite. By holding the rod up like this, no, I got it. You get it again. Nope. See, so there you go. Not as good as I thought. Tighten that drag up. Here's the deal. We're going to catch them. If you put your rod, and I brought a metal deal to put them in with this rock. I just stacked some rocks up. But if you put that rod in at a steeper angle sometimes, it'll actually hold that bait above the bottom a little bit, and you're going to find out so many times that will catch you catfish when everybody's fishing that thing's flat on the bottom isn't getting them, okay? I started doing this years ago, and I talked about it in a bass fishing video. It's a fancy, would be a drop shot if you was bass fishing. Now, that fish felt me, I felt him. That's obviously we're going to catch some more fish. I'm going to go ahead and lay it down for real this time. I think it won't take very long. Again, I wasn't out there. It can't be but a couple foot of water. Well, it went a little further that time. That's okay. Let it get to the bottom. Take the slack out. Pretty simple. And then let it do what it wants to do. And if I want to try that bait on the bottom, oh, there's another one. This is going to be a mess, is what this is going to be. This is just going to be a gomered up mess, because I can't believe I'm going to catch this many fish. He's a little bit smaller, but that's cool. Again, the reason for going today is this high pressure going through. We're fixing to have some pretty cool weather. The high tomorrow night is supposed to be 60 degrees. So, boy, there's a good eating sized catfish right there. Not quite a fiddler. Boy, he just chunked it down too. Look at that. Good eating sized catfish. Am I going to be able to get my hook back will be the thing. There you go, little buddy. Yeah, leave. So, I didn't bring me a rag. Another catfishing thing, he always brings a rag. So I donated that hook to him. He, as quick as he hit it, he still had it swallowed down. That's just what you do. It won't cause me no problems. So, that's either a dandy or, man. And I've caught 2 different sized catfish so far, so they're obviously spawning in here, which is a good thing. They come up on top and kind of quit fighting there. Yeah, I went to rig another rod. I got it picked up and had to drop it. That fish hit. Isn't that cool? About the same size as the first one, maybe. Oh yeah, yeah, get it. Get it, big boy. You're really proud of bringing a net with you when you're catfishing. Of course, y'all know about keeping away from those barbs. I'll grab one by the mouth like a bass if I get a good hold of him, but they will bite you down. They'll scare a little kid to death. About the same size as the first one. We're not into weighing them. I think we're a 1 rod deal today, which is just fine. A little bit bigger than the first one, maybe. What you need to go catfishing, I got an empty screw box laying there. Put a few sinkers in it. A few hooks. Brought some bait, a few tools. I did bring a stringer in case I had something I wanted to keep. Because you're always prepared. So anyway, wow. Keep getting interrupted. So again, we got pressure coming in. Gonna be colder tomorrow, and we're on a trend of finally some real fall weather. Which is fine. It's time. It's middle October, and we've been hot. I mean, I'm wearing shorts right now. It's 68, 69. It's supposed to be 70, 75 still this afternoon. I don't think it's going to make it. Little lob out there, not very far. I don't know whether to set the thing down or not, the way they're biting. I think I'll wait to see my line take off floating out there. And they may quit biting any time, too. That's what catfish do. You know, I see a lot of people catfishing in my bass fishing exploits, and almost always to the letter you see them put too much bait on the hook. The trick really is just to cover the barbs, cover the shank. These dough balls I'm getting, they're about twice the size you need, so I don't know if you can see, that's not very big. Go out that way. So I feel bad not having two lines out, but it's not been necessary so far, so. They're still going at it. I don't know how many, whoa, yeah, back reel that boy. Isn't this cool? Boy, he's a pulling. This is actually 10-pound braid on this spinning rod. Boy, he's slugging it out. He thinks he got something going on. Wow, that's the hardest fighting one yet. And I think it may be the biggest one yet. Cool. Yeah. King cat, whatever chicken blood, it's working. Kind of, I guess shouldn't surprise me, they're catfish, but I tell you. That's a pretty good looking catfish. There's another one. Boy, some of them are just pulling like crazy, some of them ain't even trying. Little bitty one. Boy, he's pulling good though. Boy, that'd be some fine eating. Come back here in a few weeks, maybe right before or after deer season. Because you just cannot beat a catfish out of cold water. Boy, you got to watch out for them barbs, you know. And one thing the bass fisherman did do in me to get ready for this, I took a couple minutes and I sharpened my hooks. None of these are, they're off old plugs and stuff, and I took my file and gave them a little extra edge. So if I'm still alive and functioning next summer, and we're still doing this YouTube thing, and the whole world ain't just flat gone to heck, which I ain't holding my breath, by the way. We all ain't speaking China. Too late. I will take you guys flathead fishing, and we'll do it my way, bass fishing way, and I'll show you when the time's right how easy that is to do. And then we will go out and we will drift some good flathead spots, and we'll do it with probably big old brim for bait. I catch a lot of flathead on plugs bass fishing. So let's go over this way. I don't like a real tight line, a little bit of slack in it, unless I'm trying to keep that bait above the bottom. Like I say, it's a idea that works for me. Get the bait off the bottom a little bit. Catfish are not necessarily strictly bottom feeders. I've seen them school shad on top just like a bass. Old-fashioned fishing. And I could have dug up some worms. Actually, I brought a shovel as a backup. I could have brought some worms. The thing about worms, night crawlers, they catch every fish on the planet. I've seen massive strings of crappie caught on worms. Walleye, bass, whatever. But you also face more of the sunfish, the brim, messing with you when you use worms. And I'm trying to catch catfish. For just catching any kind of fish that swims, it's hard to beat a night crawler. Okay, my line just got a little slack in it. There you go. The problem with that stink bait is, there he goes, I got him. The problem with the stink bait is they knock it off the hook so easy. Where? Rubbing his head in the bottom. There's a little bit bigger fish. With channel cat, it's not about catching the big fish, guys. It's because I like eating them 12, 15 inchers. I'm going to eat them. Well, he kind of gave up on me. That's not a bigger fish. What's the deal with that? I think I'm catching the same fish over and over, possibly. That is kind of beat. Boy, they're skinny. That's why they're biting so good. They just, I think, big old head. Yeah, some need to be kept out here. All these ponds. There's not hardly a pond in the world that don't need fish kept out of it. I'm just thinking, I think it's the first time in my life I've ever sat on a pond bank talking to myself. I don't know if that's good or not. How could that be good? Well, I'm talking to you guys. Never mind, that fixes it all. I got my other rod and reel rigged up here. I took a minute to get that done. Again, guys, rigging that thing, I'm tying a Palomar knot. I'm tying a knot and leaving a tag end of line long. That sinker's about 14 inches below that. I don't really worry about how far. The idea is the fish won't feel the weight when they bite it. Okay? It's out there about 15 foot again. I want to thank you guys for watching this. Some of y'all have been supporting the channel. I'm still new, but it's growing. It's fun. I said I was going to do some things I hadn't done for years, some new things on this channel, challenge myself. Obviously, that's kind of working, having a good time, maybe teach y'all some stuff, maybe learn some stuff myself. If you like this kind of stuff, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. I mean, my plans are this winter to do some crappie fishing, maybe some walleye fishing. Of course, I'm a bass fish. Trapping, deer hunting, mostly with my old-fashioned traditional bows. I haven't gun hunted again in years either, but I may do that also. The arrowhead hunting, artifact hunting is going to continue. Some small game hunting, maybe some rabbit hunting again, mostly with my bow, I think. We got a lot of rabbits some places around here, and I haven't done that in years. So let me know what you guys want to see. Maybe something that here in Central Missouri, maybe something you've heard about. Maybe you're from forever away and something you'd like to see, or wrestling snapping turtles. I don't know. The old green bucket ain't as uncomfortable as I thought it might be. I got me another bite. It's like a country music song, don't it? There's no way to keep two rods out here and be able to concentrate. Looky here, I got a bite. Fish just took off right there. I'm thinking there's some bass in here. Actually, good sized fish right there, it looked like. I think the little pond's plumb full of channel cat. That's what I'm thinking. There's one. Oh, don't get out of the line, please. Boy, look at him go. Wow. Full of that stuff that you put with it. Yeah, got my other line, of course. Of course. Oh, wow. I think he got out of it, though. Is that a bigger one, or he just pulling like a big one? This little rod's not, well, neither one of these rods are heavy. And I got a bite on my other line, guys. Oh my gosh. What a mess this could be. I don't know how big this fish is. It's a little bitty 5.5 foot rod. I ain't seen him yet with all this gum blue in. Well, he is slugging it out, though. My other one's slack now. I don't know. Oh, yeah, he's a nice one. Look at this. He is not giving up. I mean, not giving up at all. I think that's the biggest one yet. Yeah, that's close to a 4-pound catfish. This one's getting chomped on. Oh, they're both getting chomped on. That one. Oh, I need to just fish with one rod. So what I'm going to do real quick, it's time to head back to the house. I've barely been an hour and 15 minutes, but it's great. It's been fun. I'm going to go up there by that willow tree, right in there, and I'm going to throw out in that upper end. It looks like to me like the same depth all the way around. This thing was just, we're on top of a hill. This thing was just carved out. So there's no necessarily shallow water, deep water. It's just been a bowl cut into the ground. Like I said, we're on top of a hill, which is also why it's so low. I'm getting bit on my other rod here now. Anyway, I'm going to go up there. I'm going to bait up fresh, toss out there, hold it in my hand, see if something happens. That's the way we're going to finish this trip up. Yeah, like a guy told me a while back, he said, this is about entertaining people. Nobody's going to watch if you're not entertained. Needs to be fun, needs to be something y'all want to turn on to and enjoy. So, dadgummit, they're biting that thing good. And I got to go. That's good when you leave and the fish are still biting, though. Well, one more time, guys. It's all about you guys being entertained, y'all liking what I'm doing. Catching fish just like that right there. That's what it's all about. How's that for a good way to end a video? Not a very big one, but that's fine. That would be an eating catfish for me right there. That's the smallest one yet, but that'd be pretty close. Guys, there you are. If you like what I'm doing, let me know. Comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all want to see. If there's something I can do to tickle y'all's fancy, we'll do it. This is Dale Verts. God bless.